Alright, g'day guys. Just a couple of videos I'm hoping to make over this weekend, if I get time. I got some stuff to do, but I should find time to do this. This one's going to be really quick. It's just I see the execute question keep cropping up, and I thought I'd just show how I do the execute phase. Because when I was making the other guide, I was in Darnassus. Can't really execute there. But I'm down here at the Argent Tournament grounds, so I'm flying in now, as it's the only dummy I know that, and people can correct me here, there's probably another one around the place, that you can execute. So, it's around here somewhere. It's here. Or is it here? I know one of them loses health. Yeah, there you go. So you can execute it. Alright, so the damage is going to be skew. Don't pay attention to the numbers, ignore the numbers. It's just more about how the execute phase is done. So, yeah, better real quick. Standard cookie cutter talents for playing Focus Rage, which is still the highest passing spec based on current numbers. I think Blizzard mentioned they're going to be doing some more Fury tweaks. So who knows, we may all be playing Fury soon. But yeah, that's just what it is. My tune is in Fury gear. There we go. So I'm just completely going mastery. I'm not paying attention to my other stats and how they lay or how they fall. Is just how they fall. So 95% mastery and the rest of it. So yeah, the talents. I spec'd up my Fury weapon for a few days, so I'm a little bit behind on what maybe someone who has just been focusing on arms would be. You may be a bit further than me, but I'm moving on to my next point. So I'm still nearly 50k away from the next point. But I think once I get Death Blow, up to full, I may swap back to doing my Fury weapon. Because these are all pretty lackluster. These are, I mean, fine for self-healing, fine for a bit more rage. But arms AoE has never been impressive, and these are just, yeah, the cleavers. Whatever. Yeah, so this is less about gear, more about rotation. So, the execute phase. I guess I should probably just quickly mention, with all the changes and all the nerfs to Focus Rage, I am of the opinion that once you get an execute phase, if you're outside of Battlecry, it's not worth stacking Focus Rage. You're better off to spend, because it's an ability that, sure, it stacks up. It has a chance to reset your Colossus Smash, but it doesn't do any damage itself. The Mortal Strike at the end of it's doing the damage. And I'm of the opinion that you're much better to spend that rage. So the rage that actually costs rage, not when you're in Battlecry, where everything is free. The actual rage costs that you're going to see disappear. You're much better spending that rage on Execute itself. The window between how much Execute hits for and how much Focus Rage Mortal Strikes hit for has closed so much that the difference really doesn't warrant hitting damage-free stacks of this, like, as in damage free, damage negative, an ability that costs rage and doesn't generate and doesn't do any damage itself, under 20%. So, and I guess you could break it down into what does it take to do this under. It takes 3 GCDs to stack it. Now, fair enough, you can do other things while you're doing that, but you're certainly not going to be able to execute Focus Rage every GCD below 20%. You're going to run out of rage, just almost straight away. So 3 GCDs plus the 4th to class Mortal Strike. Let's say it crits, and say you get anything upward of, fully raid buffed, you might see above 1.5 mil, for argument's sake. Now, if you were just to use 4 executes, I believe that's going to be more damage than just using those 4 GCDs on getting to a 3-stack focus rage. And that works backwards as well. Say you only spend 3 GCDs to get a 2-stack focus rage. 3 executes going to do more damage than that. 2 GCDs to do a 1-stack mortal strike. Nah, 2 executes going to do more damage than that. That's what I believe looking at my damage breakdowns. Very different story when focus rage stacks and mortal strike used to hit for way more, because now it's only 30%. When it was 40% and 50% buffs, completely different story. But we're looking at where we are now. So that's outside the Battlecry window. During the Battlecry window, because everything's free, you would still using I'm assuming a macro that you use. If you've watched my other videos, you may even be using the macros I use. But during Battlecry, because everything's free, you'll then be still spamming execute, but you'll be stacking focus rage at the same time. And once you hit your 3 stacks of focus rage, and you've spent your 5 seconds executing, getting crit executes, you'll then fire off that 3-stack mortal strike, because it will, you haven't wasted any GCD stacking it because you've still been using execute. And that 3-stack mortal strike is going to do more damage than just using the next GCD on execute. So that it makes obvious sense. So I'm going to do it real quick. So let's just say I'm here. The boss is at execute phase. So I'll do the Battlecry phase. So I would come into this. I wouldn't have any stacks of focus rage because we're assuming I've been in the execute phase for a little while here, and I'm Battlecry's just come off cooldown. So I'd hit Colossus Smash before the execute phase. Then I'd go sorry, before the Battlecry phase. Then I go Battlecry, and I'd just be executing with focus rage. Go. Now it's over. Then I just bang in the mortal strike, and then I'd just go back to executing. And every time Colossus smashes up, I'd use it. Colossus smashes up, that's it. No Colossus smash, we're just spamming execute all day. Then you're going to bottom out on rage. Oh no, you're not. You're going to get that, so it'll give you a cheaper more execute. And Battlecry is going to come up so quick this way. By the time you're actually bottoming me out, look, we're so close. If you don't have Colossus Smash ready when you get to this stage, I'm of the opinion I would delay it up to 5 seconds to hopefully get a reset. But if it hasn't, you gamble. You don't want to delay it. So I would have probably used it. So in that case, I would have probably popped it, started my execute, and just go through this. Just go bang, 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 bang. Forget about it, still stack it up, and then when it's over, Colossus Smash, and then execute again, and then go back into the... Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike, and then go back to executing. It shouldn't happen all that often that you're stuck trying to reset Colossus Smash. I mean, this is proving me well wrong at the moment. There it is, bang. Done. And when I'm in execute phase, I'm saving my artifact weapon all the time. So if I don't get a reset, I can do that, pop that, and then go into the execute phase again. Bang, 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 bang. And then it's over. Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike, back to execute. So I hope this makes sense to show you how I do it. I mean, I've tried other things during raids, and I feel like this gets me by far the most damage. I don't see anything else doing as well for me. I was trying to still stack Mortal Strike and get that going during execute phase. I was still trying to incorporate during the execute phase, sticking with the same focus rage rotation. But for me, it just didn't feel like it was working as well. It really didn't. So this is what I've been doing, and it seems to yield the best results. So yeah, so to recap, during Battlecry it's fine to stack Focus Rage and get your resets and get your Mortal Strike, your big Mortal Strike at the end. I don't use Colossus Smash during the Focus Rage window either, because I'm too busy spamming in much higher hitting executes. And yeah, I think for those 5 seconds just going execute, it's the most damage you're going to get during that window. Going sort of execute, Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike or something like that, if you can fit into that window, I still think that it's not doing as much damage as just spamming execute. You're sacrificing a GCD to put a buff up, or you're sacrificing, in Colossus Smash, or you got to try and think for those 5 seconds, how can I get the most damage out of every single GCD? And I honestly believe with Colossus Smash on the target, execute is doing it now, the way that the abilities are balanced. Once the phase is over, once that little 5 seconds is over, fine, you can drop your Mortal Strike, but before you drop it, you got to sacrifice a Colossus Smash to do it. So there's a break in the chain. Colossus Smash is a break in the chain, and I mean, even though Colossus Smash does hit quite hard, considerably hard, once you've got your whatever that talent is, that one there, Focus in Battle, it's still not hitting as much as an execute's going to hit now. So that's how I play. Yeah, it's I mean, it's basic, but it's how I yield the best results. So thanks very much. I'm going to put out a UI video because it's been asked for a fair bit, how I build my UI, and I'm going to go into some of my weak auras, because I think for some reason my Focus Rage weak aura string, even though it works perfect for me and pretty much anyone I've shared it with on my realm or anyone I've shared it with around the place, for some reason people have problems with it. I'm wondering if it's something to do with spell names or spell IDs across the EU, the US. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but I have downloaded weak auras before that haven't worked, and it's the only thing that I could find. But I'll throw up a UI video. I'm still working on doing a Fury guide, and I'm trying to play Fury a lot more now whenever I'm about doing dungeons and stuff like that. So just to get to a place where I'm happy to talk about it and know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks very much. Cheers.